Yo. My name is Michael Salmon and welcome to another episode of Late to the Party. And, Snoop. What a predicament you find yourself in. And in my opinion, I think, well, you know what, right? Didn't he get his balls handed back to him on a silver platter?
Come on, let's get a ball on there. Yes. Just a little stroke.
And in my opinion, I think that he was forced. Well, maybe forced is maybe a bit too strong. Let's say coerced or persuaded.
Do you know what nemesis means? A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent. Personified in this case by an honourable cunt.
Yeah, into giving an apology to Gayle King after the comment that he made about her on his Instagram page. Now, at this point, I want to say that I do think that this is a way that the minions and the gatekeepers,
You tell him the state of Mississippi is only interested in getting this here ditch cleared by sundown.
State of Mississippi want this here ditch cleared by sundown. You got that, boy.
showing out in front of
The man.
in order to make an example of Snoop and show that they can control the narrative. Should I say? Is that how I want to put it? Yeah, they want to say that they can control and bring down anyone that challenges the values or challenges the narrative that they put out there. Yeah. So let's just recap on what's happened over the last couple of weeks up until present day. Kobe, may he rest in peace, passed away in a horrific helicopter accident. Yeah. Jury's still out on that one, but that's another story, right? And for some reason, white supremacy or the white supremacists couldn't let him rest in peace with a great legacy. And they had to keep bringing up the accusation of rape from back in 2000 when. Yeah? Just couldn't let it go.
Every once in a while, there's a good story. Good story comes out. The guy who got away with rape got his today. Kobe Bryant is a god.
For a lot of black Americans, it was like, well, you know what? We expect that from them. You know what I mean? We expect that from them. They still haven't got over, what's his name? OJ. So yeah, that's standard procedure for them. So for then Gayle King to come out and do an interview with Lisa Leslie and start fishing and probing for Lisa to dish out some dirt on Kobe in order to help support the claim and tarnish his legacy and his reputation.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of the sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time, Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Mm-hmm. He was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it. Is it really part of his history?
I think that the media should be more respectful at this time. It's like if you had questions about it, you've had many years to ask him that. I don't think it's something that we should keep hanging over his legacy. I mean, it went to trial.
Yeah, but it was dismissed because the victim in the case refused to testify. So it was dismissed.
Nah. That was a big no-no.
I can hear Jimmy. No. I can hear Jimmy. No. Yes, I can.
You can't hear
Fuck
Jimmy.
you.
No, you can't hear
Fuck
Jimmy.
you.
So then, by right, and rightly so, black media and black Americans set upon Gayle in an onslaught because of what she said and what she was trying to accomplish, yeah? And this is what Snoop had to say.
Gayle King, out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We the fucking worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumb-ass questions. I get sick of y'all.
Now, I've paused it halfway through his little speech, or I've not put in the whole thing, right? Because up until that point, yeah, everyone, I think, rightly agrees with him, yeah? But then this is where it all went downhill.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Is it okay if I call her one? Funky dog-head bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker? Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
Because now he called out her name. And that gave Gayle and Oprah and the rest of the minions and the gatekeepers the perfect excuse or the perfect setup for them to flip the script. Boom, just like that. And rather than it being about Gayle being disrespectful to Kobe, yeah, and trying to tarnish his reputation, it now became about Snoop being misogynistic, yeah, against black women in general. And what you'd have is Oprah come out on TV saying this.
May I say she is not doing well because she has now death threats and has to now travel with security, and she's feeling very much attacked. You know, Bill Cosby is texting from is tweeting from jail.
Gayle claiming that she's being threatened and now she's the victim.
I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry.
Yeah, even like Susanna Rice, even I didn't ever heard of the woman until now, but apparently she's high up in government, yeah, and she's supposed to represent black. But then when the black men were getting shot in the street by the cops, she had nothing to say. But then again, Snoop comes out and says this about Gayle, and she's bumping her gums hard. But before I digress, like I said, now that Snoop has given them the prime opportunity to flip the script, they did so, and now the narrative now has become, again, like I said, it's all about Snoop being misogynistic, yeah? And I wasn't going to touch upon it, yeah, on this whole subject, because it's kind of old now still in social media circles anyway, right? But it was because Jada Pinkett Smith now had Snoop on her show, yeah, in which she made him look weak.
And you said what you said, you know, in regards to Gayle.
Yes.
My heart dropped. I felt like not only were you talking to Gayle, but you were talking to me. I was like, oh no, Snoop has now taken his power flow away from me, away from Willow, away from my mother, right? I was like, oh, if this is what's happening, I was like, not Snoop.
Right.
Right? And so that's one of the reasons why I felt like I really wanted to have the conversation with you in the spirit of.
And at that point now I thought, you know what, now they're just taking a piss. Now they're just taking liberties, yeah? And this really has now become an exhibition, yeah, for the gatekeepers and the white supremacists to show that, yeah, look what we've done to your big superstar. We've made him look like a right.
Get up, Jesus! Get up! No!
You know what I mean? Yeah? Because he's on what they call the apology tour. Yeah?
So I would like to apologize to you publicly for the language that I used and calling you out of your name and just being disrespectful.
I'm sorry, and I was wrong, and I shouldn't mean it, and I didn't do it. I didn't do it, but I apologize for doing it, and I was out of character, and I was wrong, and I was blah blah. And I'm looking at Snoop. I'm thinking, hold on a minute, Snoop. Is this you for real? Yeah. And I had to think about it for a minute. And in his defense, I would say, you know what, yeah? Being a man in his position, it's hard for me to say that I wouldn't do the same thing because he has a lot to lose. Yeah? Financially and with his reputation as well. You know what I mean? Because we all know in this climate that it wouldn't be hard for them, and you know what I mean by them, or who I mean by them,
The man.
to slap him with a rape charge. It wouldn't be hard. You go and find some ex-girlfriend or some girl, you know, put it right, in his lifetime, I'm sure he must have dabbled with a white girl every now and then. Yeah, it wouldn't be hard for them to go and find some white girl, give her a couple of bags, tell her, look, you know Snoop, you remember at party so-and-so, did he touch you in any way? Well, yeah, well, I did go back to his room, and yes, I did take my clothes off, and yes, you know, I did XYZ to him, but I did feel that he touched upon me in a way that was inappropriate. That's all they have to do. Bum. Next thing you know, Snoop's sitting next to Cosby. Yeah? Or Snoop's getting a documentary done by Oprah on TV, on Netflix, with a whole 2.5-hour show all about this claim. So he kind of knows that, and we kind of know that they have the power to do that too. Yeah? So in Snoop's defense, okay then, fair enough, you know what I mean? The apology was warranted. But going that far into the apology, whoa. Like, now, you know what I mean? I think you just, right? But again, for me personally, the whole charade is about showing black men in celebrities, or those who have influence within the black community. It was about pegging him down, pegging him back, saying, yep, look, you want to say this about, you know, our values, or you want to say this about, you want to come after us? This is the white supremacists and the gatekeepers talking now. They're telling Snoop and all the other celebrities with the influence, you want to come after us? Yeah, this is what we'll do to you. We can take you down, right? And by emphasizing that and making Snoop an example, for me, what it does is it kind of like puts other people off now. So they could come out next year with another story about XYZ, right? And no black celebrity is going to say anything about it, right? Because they are in fear now of what could happen to their financial position or their reputation position, or they could lose out on jobs and whatever, because they know that somehow the gatekeepers and the white supremacists will come after them. Yeah, and this whole thing with Snoop is a prime example of that. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying it how I see it. But let me know in the comments below, you know what I mean, what you think on the whole situation. My name is Michael Simon, and this is another episode of Late to the Party. I'm out. Peace.